What is up, pussies? Welcome back to another beloved video. How I improve my health and appearance well enhanced. So, want to, kind of walk you guys through this. This is me starting off my gear journey, and I was kind of just all over the place, right? I mean, look at my face. Yes, I'm scrunching my face, but compared to this, a lot younger. Okay, my hair also got curly in the process. Very weird. These are because of peptide pins. I don't know why the fuck it sucks. But anyways, I'm gonna kind of just show you guys, specific PEDs I've used, specific skin health protocols I've used, gut health protocols. A lot of it is in here. I will note specific things that are not in here that I just recently started taking. But this is for people that are not trying to, have to go through crazy amount of, levels to get specific products that are not, prescribed because they have to fucking get it from different sources. So it's going to be a solid video, guys, and let's get into it now. Okay, the problem I see nowadays is like, okay, guys, you want to take more gear. I get it. Trust me. Now, if you're watching this video and you're like, well, I want to be absolutely like massive and I don't care about my face, click off the video because my audience and kind of me myself, I really do care about my face. I want to look handsome. I want to still obviously appear very young-ish, right? I like the youthfulness. My perception on this has kind of changed over the course of being enhanced, and I really want to focus on more so health maxing while still being enhanced, right? So a lot of people assume that, okay, once you start blasting and getting enhanced automatically means you're going to look healthier, younger, and more aesthetic. Fuck no, okay? You might look more mature, but it might also look very, very, not necessarily in a good way. Yes, looking more mature is solid, but you're also going to age a decent amount. So that's not true, okay? Androgens can increase muscle mass, but higher exposure can also negatively affect blood pressure, lipids, hematocrit, cardiovascular health, and contribute to oily skin and acne, okay? Blood pressure and cardiovascular stress is a very huge thing, especially when it comes to more so of your well-being in your what's it called, internally, okay? Not necessarily going to cause anything when it comes to skin. Lipids and hematocrit definitely are also internally something you got to make sure you look out for. Sebaceous activity and acne. Sebaceous glands, when your sebaceous glands are basically overstuffed, right? It means your DHT is more so, what's it called, spilling over, and that, hence why sebaceous glands get a little bit more clogged, results in the acne and oily skin. Okay. Now I stopped thinking more gear equals more results. Now there's a point where increasing your cycle doesn't magically create proportional more muscle, but the physiological stress can continue increasing. Okay. Use the minimal amount of exposure necessary to produce a result. Now, guys, I get it. We live in a society where everything is fast. I understand. Okay. You want the results ASAP. But would you all think about it like this? Okay. If you're natural, it might take you 5 years to get your dream physique. Okay. If you're enhanced, you can half that, okay, by 2.5 years. And if you really want to take it to the next level, you can do it probably in a year, but all of this is going to happen, right? You're going to fuck yourself up. To properly mature yourself and still get the looks maxing benefits from specific androgens, you want to do it as slow as possible. Not necessarily as slow as possible, but at a decent pace, if that makes sense. Now, smaller, more conservative cycles, okay? Now, instead of thinking like what else can I add to it to just starting tests or something like that, think about like, okay, what can I remove while still progressing? Or can I just keep everything the same, okay? You want to look at your estrogen, your DHT, blood pressure, lipids, hematocrit, liver and kidney stress. Obviously, you need to look at these in order to understand and know whether or not you should increase your dosage, right? Because you could increase your dosage and everything could be completely fine. Two, then increase MPS, muscle protein synthesis, and recovery as well, where you're making more progress. Or you're already at a certain dose, and all of these things are kind of fucked up. You got to take some ancillaries to kind of make sure you're back at baseline, making sure you're healthy. Okay, so this is a good thing to look for in terms note, I guess, in terms of especially if you're wanting to not age a ton, right, and obviously become super super healthy while on cycle. Now, smaller, more frequent injections. Okay, injection, larger. Again, sorry. If somebody's injecting 1 to 3 times a week, you're going to get a larger peak and then a larger decline, and it's not necessarily going to be more stable compared to smaller peaks, smaller decline, repeat. Okay, this is smaller, frequent dosages. Every single day injections are solid. Now, daily injections don't necessarily make steroids safe, but basically this kind of more so helps keeping blood levels stable, It's not going to necessarily help, anti-aging properties at all because you could be pinning trend test higher dosage every single day daily. That doesn't necessarily mean, oh, well, no, I'm not going to age. No, you still will age because it's in your system. It depends on the dosage that you're doing. But if you don't want crazy amount of hormonal sides in terms of like feeling great one day and then kind of feeling good the next day and then slowly but surely declining the next day, do daily injections, please. Now, I started respecting my cruise phase. Guys, nobody respects their cruise phase, and that's the problem, okay? Okay, your cardiovascular system doesn't care whether or not you call it a blast or a cruise. It cares about the total exposure, okay? So stop a lot. I used to do this a lot where I would be like, well, I feel fine. I don't have to get my blood work done. Well, I feel fine, right? You got to stop judging by I feel fine, okay? Judge what literally shows, okay? Because you could be on a really solid blast and you could feel completely fine, right? And maybe your blood pressure is completely fine, okay? That's only one aspect. Maybe your blood glucose is completely fine, and then you get blood work done, but you notice that your APOB, right, is super fucking high. Okay, your heart health is shot, right? Your what's it called? Your CMP is a little bit shot as well, right? You're super. You think that you're hydrated, but you're not necessarily super hydrated. Maybe because you haven't been drinking enough water, or you haven't been taking specific amount of electrolytes, and you're like, "Fuck." Okay, that is more data instead of just going off of feel. Okay, and stop going off of feel, and stop going off of emotions. Go off of actual data, right? So why can gear actually change your skin? Now, androgens interact with androgen receptors in sebaceous glands, what I was mentioning before. Greater androgenic signaling increases sebum production, okay? Sebum is basically the oil which basically kind of moisturizes your face and you need sebum, obviously. Sebum, let's call it sebum, right? Now, more sebum plus follicular kernelization plus C, okay, acnes plus inflammation equals acne environment, right? So control the internal environment plus control the external environment, aka gut health, right? That's the internal, okay? The processed sugars that you're eating is going to cause possible breakouts, right? Now, external, wash your face. Take specific, acne treatments to obviously make sure that your sebaceous glands are not over and spilling, okay? Now, let's go into the first one, the gut-skin axis. The gastrointestinal tract and skin aren't independent systems. The intestinal microbiome interacts extensively with immune function and distinct tissues, okay? So this doesn't mean bad gut equals acne. No, not at all, okay? Acne is multifactorial, okay? Hormones, genetics, sebum, follicular biology, inflammation, and skin microbiome all matter, but gut health shouldn't be ignored at all. Honestly, I recently just started taking my gut health a lot more serious, right? I've been taking it very serious, but I added in a few more things as well. My skin has been clearing up, right? You're actually able to, especially if your gut health is actually dialed in and optimized, you're going to absorb a lot more of the nutrients and specific foods that you are intaking from your specific diet. So gut health is absolutely key. Now, how I started supporting my gut, okay, fiber, right? You want some fruits in, okay? Ferment dietary fiber producing short chain fatty acids, including butyrate, okay, supporting barrier and immune function. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. Hydration, okay? Adequate hydration is going to help a ton. I know a lot of people say they hydrate a lot. They really don't. A gallon plus of water every single day. Digestion as well. Digestive enzymes take with your biggest meals. Take, what's it called? Glutamine as well in the morning, okay? Food quality, literally what I just mentioned. Make sure your foods are actually whole foods. Now, if you have a cheat meal here and there, is it going to destroy your gut? No. Honestly, it's a good test for your gut to see whether or not your gut health is really dialed in or not. I recently went on like a little cookie bender, and I wasn't bloated at all. I got it out of my system, and I felt completely fine. If anything, I looked better because I got to refill my glycogen. Now, KPV. Okay, this is a three three amino acid peptide derived from the C-terminal sequence of a MSH, okay, alpha melanocortin stimulating hormone. Now, KPV is great for gut health. Mechanism of interest, if you guys really want to know. I'm not going to read all that because I don't necessarily feel like it. But basically, what KPV does is not necessarily going to is not going to heal your gut completely, but it definitely will help. A lot of evidence has been shown that taking KPV, BPC 157 as well for gut health has definitely lowered inflammation and kind of reattach the gut lining, allowing obviously better digestion and obviously allowing you to break down the nutrients that you're eating, the food that you're eating, so it can actually get absorbed properly. Okay. Now, BPC 157, it's been discussed tons of times. You probably have heard of it, right? Heavily discussed in bodybuilding for gut health, tissue repair, tendon and injury recovery. Okay. Now, the human evidence is very limited, but I did take oral BPC 157 instead of the, what's it called? The injection, and I felt a lot more benefits in terms of actual gut health because that's what I wanted in terms of, instead of more so of the injection. Okay, now injection is great for like more so site injections if you hurt yourself, right? But gut health, I would take oral. Okay. Now, what actually made me look younger? There wasn't one magical compound. I stopped viewing bodybuilding as muscle at all costs and started looking at the entire system. Okay, so conservative androgen exposure, lower dosages, lower dosaging in cycles, cardiovascular health attention, gut health fundamentals, inflammation management, consistent skin care routine, controlled body composition as well. Now, this is one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Being enhanced makes health manageable, more important, not less. More muscle, better skin, better digestion, better habits, better biomarkers, but you have to ultimately prioritize them. Don't just build a better physique, build a body that looks better and healthy as well. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, some things that I just started taking as well. I take 0.5 mgs of dutasteride as well every single Monday. It is very strong. I don't want to start taking it every single day because I might nuke my DHT. I want to test it out, see if I feel anything, see if I actually notice anything else, get my blood work done, then possibly up the dosage if I need to. I'm also taking for bloating as well, epithermone. I probably said that wrong, but it helps with blood pressure. It does increase your potassium as well, so you got to make sure you kind of control that. You don't want to have too much potassium, or you will start to get what's called hypoglycemia. I forgot how to say that as well. Basically, it'll lower your blood pressure too much. You'll start to feel like shit. You'll start to get a little bit dizzy as well. It's not good, okay? But it's very easy to manage. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm taking as well for more so of the bloating process because I am taking GH and test. Well, test I know attaches to the aldosterone receptor, which causes a little bit of bloating. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. Let me know if you want any other specific videos in terms of what I'm currently doing right now and what you guys can currently do as well. Probably make a video pretty soon on how to get to 200 pounds lean or your desired physique, while obviously using specific androgens and specific supplements as well. Stay dialed, guys, and have a great rest of your day.